Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Wednesday, August 11th, 2010. Hope y'all are doing great, and I'm just going to jump right into today's update. First things first though, if this is your first time watching this video, there's a link right above it that says if this is your first time visiting this blog, read this first. I urge you to go ahead and click that link, and it'll give you the rules to the system. Otherwise, if you're just walking in here blindly, you're going to get pretty lost, and a lot of confusion will enter your mind. So definitely take a look at that link. It has a thorough explanation on it. Get yourself familiar with it, and once you do, then come back and these videos will make a lot more sense. They'll have a lot more value to you. And then if you still have questions, by all means, please don't hesitate to ask. Alright? That's just my little disclaimer so you don't waste like 10 minutes watching this video wondering what the heck is going on. So alright, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I have my 15-minute, my 4-hour chart open for the cable. And I'm going to open up my 4-hour chart first so we can determine our trend. And we could see that we had our most recent trend change candle was back not too long ago, a couple days ago on the 9th. And it was for a downtrend. And at the start of our day, we had no new trend change candles. Therefore, our trend was down at the start of the day, meaning we were only looking for short trades. And if I move forward through today's action, you can see a lot of bearish movement. No new trend change candles formed during our trading session. Therefore, the trend remained down. And the entire day we only looked for short trades. Alright, so simple enough. And now we're at our 15-minute chart, and before I start moving forward, I want to take a look at my news events for the day. And you can go to babypips.com, click on this tools tab. It automatically brings up our awesome Forex economic calendar. And today is the 11th, so we're looking for news that affects the sterling or the dollar. So under this currency column, I'm looking for either GBP or USD. And I'm only going to pay attention to news events that have an impact of 2 dots or greater. That means they have the most potential to make some noise in the market, and that is what we want to avoid. So at 4:30, you can see we had a few reports for the UK, claimant account, average earnings, and ILO unemployment rate. All had 2 dots for impact, so I'm just going to jot down 4:30 as a time to watch out for. We had another one at 5:30, but again, not that significant, so I'm not going to worry about it. Then at 8:30, we had the U.S. trade balance. Again, a couple dots of importance there, so I'm going to jot that down as well. And that pretty much summed up the day for when we were trading. So 4:30 and 8:30 were the times that I wanted to watch out for. So basically all I'm doing is I'm going to get high tech on you here, but I'm just going to write it down on a notepad just to let you know. I know high tech, right? I'm just writing it down in a notepad basically just to let me know when those news events are coming out. And you can do the same thing, or you can actually get high tech and use some kind of alert or alarm to let you know when those news events are coming out. Alright, because we don't want to be in the market during those times. Alright, so now that I have my news events handy, I know I'm only looking for short trades. I can now begin my day, and I'm just going to move my chart forward 1 candle at a time. And again, the goal for this video is to help you to start thinking how I think when it comes to trading the system, and hopefully that will give you the confidence to know that you're trading the system correctly. Because over the long run, this system has proven to be profitable, and if you trade it correctly, then you have something to rely on regarding your trading. So here we go. We're going to move the chart forward. I'm looking for short trades, so I'm looking for a crossover to the downside. And here I get one at 145. Let's look at the indicators real quick. RSI is below 50, stochastics trending down, MACD was positive and losing value, so this is a valid entry. You want to either enter at the close of the candle, which is at 57.99, or as close to it as possible. Your stop will be at the most recent swing high at 58.23, and your target will be at the nearest 0.50 level, which in this case is at 57.50. Gives us about 49 pips of potential profit. Again, this closes at 2. Our news event isn't until 4:30, so I'm going to hold on to the trade until that time. If I'm not out by then I definitely will exit before the 4:30 news events. So here I go. I'm watching the trade. It does move down quite a bit, and oftentimes you can get tempted to close out your trade, but definitely want to hold on to it and stay true to your targets there. And this, when it moves back up, I know you can be like, oh man, I should have taken my profit, but you can't always do that. Alright, so here's 4:15. Incidentally enough, it does make another signal, but we're already in the trade. So before 4:15, my target isn't hit. I am slightly positive here, but news is coming out at 4:30, so I'm just going to go ahead and exit according to my trade plan. So I'm going to exit here at the close of the candle, which is at 57.79. So grab some pips there. but I don't want to be in the market before the news. And so here's the news event. Obviously doesn't do anything, so we're just watching it. And here at 5:15, and here you can see the market just really drops, and unfortunately we missed that move, but that's okay. Again, we're still looking for short trades here, so the market has made a nice drop. So at this time, really what I'm thinking is I have to wait for a retracement to even get another possible entry. So that's what I'm really looking for here. And here we do get a retracement with this crossover to the upside. Now here is a crossover back to the downside. Now automatically this is the 8:30 news candle, so I'm not even going to look at it if it's a signal or not, because I don't enter on news candles. But let's just look at the indicators anyways. RSI is below 50. MACD was positive and losing value, but stochastics, as you can see, had not crossed down. So either way, this wasn't even a valid signal. But even if it was, again, I would not enter because it is the 8:30 news candle. So you don't want to enter on news candles. So I just let that pass by. And unfortunately for this one, the market did continue to drop. So again, I know there are times when you're just like, oh, if only I'd entered, or if only I had changed the rules a little bit, I could have gotten so many pips. As tempting as that is, please, please, please stay true to the rules of any system that you trade. But for this blog's sake, for the Cowabunga system, stay true to the rules when they are supposed to be taken seriously. Again, I'm an advocate of rule following, but at the same time, there's always a balance of knowing when to bend your rules sometimes, because that's part of being a trader. It doesn't have to happen often, but it does happen, and you have to be aware of that. All right, so that's it for today's update. Again, if you have any questions or anything at all, please don't hesitate to post it. I'll try my best to answer them. But that's it for today. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.